Taylor here with Agri Spray Drones. I'm going to show you guys an overview of the EAV CRM system. What is the CRM system? If you're familiar with the DJI Smart Farm system, it is essentially the same thing. A way for you to view and access all of your data, as applied data, field information, team information, things like that, that is created and uploaded to your EAV account. So everything you spray in the field, you can access it here. You use this web address right here to access the CRM system. You can access it from any device that has a web browser. Google Chrome, Firefox, any web browser should be able to access this information, including your phone or a laptop as well. So you don't have to have an app, it's just a web address. And you can actually save this web address on your home screen or on your screen on your phone. So you can just click on it and it opens right up just like an app would do. If you don't have an account to log into, you can sign up right here at the bottom of this page, sign up for an account. Get logged in. This first screen is just an overview of your different operations. And if we had a more robust account, and if I had full access to this account I'm using Alex's right now, then we would see a lot more information up here, including all the teams we have flying, total operation area, total flight hours, things like that. And then we'd see the individual operations here. And we can click on one of these. We'll click on this one here. Then it zooms into that operation. There you see we've got a big field here, and we've got some of our flight paths going on here. So where the drone actually flew and sprayed is right there. Just an overview of the information, not the full information from this first page. And so we'll back out. We'll go into our apps, and here we have a lot more tools that we can access. So I'll start at the bottom. This is our after-sales service platform. So if you are submitting a warranty claim, a crash, something like that, that you want to be analyzed, this is how you would do that, or this is how your dealer would do that as well. And then above that, we have our ortho photo map. So if we click on that, you can actually just go into this, this web address right here and log in that way. It takes us into this page, which is where if you have like drone imagery that you want to upload and then create maps from that imagery, this is how you do that. You've got, as you can see here, we've got our Google Maps satellite imagery right here. And then right here, we've got our drone imagery that we uploaded to the system. And you can see we've created a field right here using that drone imagery that is then transferred over to our EA account that we can fly the drone within. And we can actually use this imagery here on our drone's RC, and it will show up on the RC map as well. Okay, next we have our management, which is a lot where a lot of you guys will spend most of your time as far as managing your data, seeing your data. So under operations management, this is a lot like that first screen, that home screen that we first looked at, just with more detailed, much more detailed information. So we can batch select multiple operations. These are not individual flights, these are actually operations, right? So entire fields. This one right here, it says it was 1.6 acres. We flew it for 30 minutes, we sprayed 20 gallons. So we can click on that. And that'll open up to a more detailed view of that operation, where you can see where we flew in the yellow, where we sprayed in the blue, and some of our flight information right here. And then we can actually replay this, and we can watch where the drone flew, when it sprayed, where it sprayed first and last. If you have a problem in the field and you want to see, okay, what part of the field was sprayed first, what was sprayed last, this is how you can see that. Back out of here, we can actually export that same flight, or that same mission. So here's that mission there. We hit export, and then it gives us a KML file and an Excel file. The KML file is going to have the boundary of that field or that plot, and it's going to have the actual flight paths of that plot. And that can be uploaded to whatever GIS system that you're using for your as-applied data. You can sort by plot, or you can sort by flight. So these are all the individual flights as well. Okay, we go back out to demand management. Demands are like work orders. So if you have a customer, Farmer John in this case, and he wants fungicide applied on 10 different fields, you can actually create a demand or a work order for that customer, where you can put in their name, the team member that you want, if you want to choose one or not, pesticide type, the contact information of the customer, and the crop type. And then you submit that, and that will create a demand that will show up in this list here that you can then connect fields to using your remote or using the plot system that we'll get to here in a second. And you can click on any of these demands and view the individual fields within those demands and view the progress of demand completion as well. We have team management. We just have one team member here. We can add a team as well. And these team members can be anyone on our account or anyone on a different account as well. We can add UAVs, all that stuff too. If you have 10 different drones by 5 different teams, you can call 5 different teams in here. And that'll separate your data as well. Data monitor right now is, I think, still being worked on to get some details smoothed out. But you can see we just have the one pilot right now, Alex, who sprayed 500 acres. And so you can see we can view data by pilot or by UAV. So we want to see who the most efficient pilot or most efficient UAV is. You can see that right here. My device, no device is connected to this account right now, but we can connect one if we want to. Hit activate new UAV, put your service provider in. So here I'll type in Agri. There you go. You can click on whatever service provider or dealer that you work with there. That way that device is bound to you and the dealer. Just in case you need to do warranty information, they have that associated to their account and your account. And then you input your serial number for your device, and it binds it to your account. Then we have plot management, which a lot of you will be spending a lot of time in, creating plots, viewing plots, and editing plots. So here's a plot list right there. We can X out of that. We can view it by the map detail. So if we zoom in, can probably get to one here. There we go. So there's a plot created by probably Maddie, since she named it. We can select that plot, and then we can share it. We can view the flight records, or we can delete that plot. There's also a measurement tool here if you want to measure the how big the plot is. And then we can actually create new plots. Hit map, and it's going to pull up where it thinks our location is at. And then we can begin mapping out a plot. This is actually a lot easier on the phone. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here I'm on my phone right now. You're seeing what I am seeing. And if we zoom into an area, then I'll just hit map. Puts us in China because I have no GPS inside the building right now. Then we can zoom in. It pulls in the Google map. That's our map source right now. And we can create a plot using the crosshair. Right now we have plot selected, that's our boundary. Much easier on the phone than it is on the remote for sure, or on the computer screen for sure. And we can put in no spray zones and obstacle zones. And then we hit upload plot, and here's where we enter in all that information. The demand, like I said, you can connect this to a demand if you want. The land name and the name of the plot, crop type, and all of that stuff right there. Then this will upload to your EA account where you can view it on your remote and go fly it. You can actually, there's another cool feature here. If I zoom out a bit, I don't know if I'll be able to do it since I'm not close to any other fields. I can actually hit plot and it will show me, yeah, I can't see it now because I'm not close enough to a field. It'll show me the adjacent plots, adjacent boundaries around that one that I am mapping. So if you want to map it right next to an old plot or old boundary, then you can do that. Okay, we'll back out of that. And we'll back out of this, back out again. And the last thing here on the CRM system is going to be this Me, which is your account. So here, again, it doesn't show me the total hours and operations because I'm not on my account here. I don't have access, full access to Alex's. But it'll show you all your information there. You can change your password. You can do unit configuration, which you might want to do. I don't know if it defaults to Imperial or not, but you can select all your Imperial units, hit submit, and everything will show up in Imperial on the CRM system. Okay, I think that covers about everything on the CRM system. Again, yes, you can access it from a phone. If you're on your phone, every web browser has a different way to do this, but if I hit the little three dots down here and hit add to home screen, oh, you can't see that. Yeah, so here I'm using Brave, but if I hit these three dots, hit add to home screen, that'll actually add this this web address to my home screen as an app. So it makes it a lot easier to actually hit it and log in. It functions just like an app, essentially. All right, that's all I've got in the CRM system. I hope this helps. Let us know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.